Okay, so we're going to talk today again about area and circumference. Okay, the area of a circle is going to be pi r squared. Okay, remember pi does represent a number, 3.14, long decimal there. Okay, so this is going to give you the area of your circle. Okay, and then the circumference is just going to be the distance around the circle. So the circumference is the distance around the circle. So like the perimeter of your circle, it's just called something special. So the formula there is going to be 2 pi r. So you need to know your radius to be able to find either the area or the circumference. Okay? Okay. The other circumference formula that's kind of familiar to is going to be pi times your diameter. Because what is your diameter? Your diameter is half of your radius. Okay? So if you're going to double, or your diameter is double your radius. Okay? To find the diameter, you take, to find the radius, you take half of your diameter there. Okay, so that's another formula to know for your circumference. Okay, so in these two problems, I want to find the area and I want to find the circumference. Okay, so number one, if I wanted to find the area, I know my radius right there is going to be 10 inches. So my radius is going to be 10 inches. So my area is going to be pi times 10 inches squared. Okay, so 10 squared would be what, 100, and then 100 times your pi, so it's going to be 314.159 inches squared. Okay, your circumference is going to be 2 times pi times your 10 inches. Okay, so that's going to be what? About 62.832 inches. Okay, circumference is like a perimeter, so it's in it's one dimensional. Okay, and then your area would be double your unit, so square your unit. Okay. All right, so for number two, if I wanted to find the area here, I know that my diameter here is going to be 36 inches, and so my radius is half of that, right? So my radius is going to be 18 inches. Okay, so you're going to need to know that. The radius is half of your diameter. Okay. So, the radius here would be pi times I'm crazy today. Sorry. The area would be pi times the radius squared. So 18 squared times pi. So your area here is going to be 1017.876. And that's going to be, that was in centimeters up there, right? I said inches on both of those. And then the circumference here is going to be now you know your radius, so you could either say 2 times pi times your radius, or you could just say pi times your diameter. So pi times your diameter, which is 36. So what's that? It's going to be 113.097 centimeters. Okay. Good. Okay. So I want to find the diameter of a circle with a circumference of 50.27 inches. So I want to find the diameter where I know my circumference. So my circumference is going to be 50.27. Well, your circumference is either 2 pi, your radius, or your circumference is pi times your diameter. Okay, so I'm looking for my diameter. So I could go ahead and just say 50.27 is going to be equal to pi times your diameter. Divide both sides by your pi. So you're going to say 50.27 divided by pi, which is going to give you roughly a diameter of a 16. Okay. So what about number 4 here? I want to find the radius of a circle with a circumference of 21.97. So I know my circumference is 21.99, and I want to find the radius. That's what I want to know. So my circumference, remember, is 2 formulas, so we could use this 2 pi, your r, so you would say 21.99 equals 2 pi r. So here you're going to divide both sides by 2 pi to get your radius. So 21.99 divided by 2 pi is going to be about 3.5. With the view rounded. Okay, so let's look at this one here. This one says find the diameter of a circle with an area of 283.529 meters. Okay, so I want to find the diameter when I know what the area is. So the area is 283.529. So my area formula is pi r squared. Okay, so I can find my radius, and then I'll be able to find the diameter. So my area is going to be 283.529 equals pi times your radius squared. So I'm still going to divide by pi. Okay. So I'm going to take 283.529 and divide it by pi. And so that's going to be roughly about 90.25. And then now to find just your radius, you're going to take the square root of both sides here. So the square root of that value is going to be, your radius is going to be 9.5. Okay, but it asks for the diameter, so the diameter is going to be 2 times that 9.5. So that's going to be what, 19? So the diameter is going to be 19 meters. All right, let's do another one here. Find the area of a circle with a circumference of 35 pi yards. Okay, so I know my circumference is going to be 35 pi. So remember, I have two formulas. To find area, I need to know my radius. So let's just go ahead and use the 2 pi r. Okay, so I have 35 pi is equal to 2 pi r. So to find your radius here, you're going to divide by 2 pi. Okay, so your radius is going to be 17.5. Okay, it asks for the area, so the area of a circle is pi r squared. So we'll take our radius and square it. And multiply that times pi. So your area is going to look something like 962.11 yards squared. Okay? All right, so that's the area and your circumference and how you can work on backwards and forwards. All right, y'all have a great day.